Hello everybody and welcome back to Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 March of the Minis. So in the last part we finally finished things off with Peach's Castle, and we're gonna start things off with the next floor, Spooky Attic, which bears a fair resemblance to another spooky area within the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong title, titled Spooky House, and also along with that similarity is that the music that they utilize for this floor is an arrangement of the first level theme played in Spooky House. Yeah, meaning that once again we have another piece of music that was utilized in the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong title. So yeah, like I said before, this game really likes to utilize the previous music from the they really like to utilize the previous music from the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong title. But anyways, everyone, now I started with this first level, and I already messed up. Yeah, now starting with this floor is where we get our next variation of a Shy Guy. This time these guys are called Mummy Guys. And as you'll see, yeah, even after you jump on them, now unlike the previous Shy Guys, or even the Spy Guys, is that these Mummy Guys cannot be walked on whatsoever. Yeah, you cannot just stay on their heads. Because, yeah, the instant that you jump on them, they will essentially fall themselves apart. But however, considering they're called Mummy Guys, meaning that after a while, they do get themselves, after a while, they do get themselves, from back up again. So, meaning that, yeah, you essentially need to be careful when you are around them. Yeah, and making sure that you get to where you need to go quickly, but before the Mummy Guys have a chance to get themselves back up. But anyways, everyone. Now as for the other obstacle that we're gonna be seeing within this floor are the candles. Now the candles act very similarly. These candles act very similar to the previous candles that we got within the previous Mario vs. within the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong title, where they will constantly keep going from back and forth. Is that they will constantly keep going back and forth. Oh yeah, they will just keep going up and down and up and down. And as you can see, yeah, try your best to get through to the door with all of these mini Marios. It's definitely going to be a challenge within itself because, yeah, if you think you're going to get past that first candle, like that is over to the on the left of the door, then you probably are just going to get yourself burned. But however, you do have to keep in mind of the other candle. But you have to keep in mind of the candle next to it too. But thankfully, you do get to place the pink. You do get to replace the pink blocks, the pink blocks, so you can at least make sure you can prevent that candle from actually hitting you. But if you want to get the perfect combo, if you want to get the perfect chain on this, yeah, you really have to make sure that the candle Like, you have to make sure not only mini Marios go past all the, you actually have to make all the mini Marios go on top. And go on top while the candle is, while that second candle is right next to the door. Then as soon as you get every single mini Mario over there, then you have to make sure that the candle goes back on the other side. Yeah, like I said, getting the perfect channel on that one is definitely tough. But anyways, everyone. Now for the next obstacle on this floor is actually a returning gimmick of what we got in the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong game. The Polterguys. Or in some games cases they're called Phantom Guys. But as for me, I think I'm just gonna call them. For me, I think I'll just call them Polter. I think I'll just call them Polterguys. But anyways, now for those of you who excuse me, sorry. But anyways, as I was saying, now for those of you who have played the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong title, may already know how these guys work. Now, you essentially have to make sure that the Polterguys move to a specific spot so that when you step on the colored switches, then you can actually get, then you can actually have the Poltergeist be turned into blocks, which of course, then you can actually you can then utilize those poltergeists as platforms. But anyways, and also just like the poltergeists within the previous game, is that do not touch them when the poltergeists are still moving, because they can definitely hurt you. Yeah, even though they look like they won't hurt you, but even though they look like they don't want to hurt you, but however, do not get too comfortable when it comes to that. Yeah, but anyways, now I think if I want to get this right, I need to make sure that the blue Phantom guys are like right here. There we go. Okay, now, oh god, no, god, nope, oh god, get him back up, nope. Okay, good. Now, okay, now just gotta make sure all these guys move in a circular formation. Okay, good. Okay, at least I was able to get the perfect chain right near the end. Yeah, I was really thinking that I messed up right there when that Mini Mario went back inside the pipe. Yeah, I really thought I messed up with that. But thankfully I did not. Okay, everyone. Now for the third level on this floor, I think this is where they not only bring back the they once again utilize the conveyor belts, and we also have a golden Mario again. But this time, now we have these crates. We have these crates. Now, these crates may seem completely harmless at first, but however, don't think that what you think you're going to be utilizing the crates for may end up screwing you over big time. Now, what I mean is there are times where if you want to drop the crates down, where if you want to drop the crates down, but however sometimes after you drop them may end up blocking the thing where you actually want them to go. Yeah, let's say for example, now if one crate just so happens to block your way to a from Mini Mario letter, meaning that, yeah, that can definitely screw you over big time. Now I know there's at least one level on this floor where the crates can really screw you over by getting the Mini Mario letter. Yeah, it's just that I forgot which one exactly was it. Yeah, but anyways, now let's get these. Okay, now let's drop those now, so that I can make sure that the crates actually block our way towards the spikes. Okay, now, yeah, as far as I feel like I just want to, which way? Okay, yeah, and I gotta make sure that the Golden Mini Mario goes last. Nope. Yeah, it was too late. Yeah, I really want to make sure that the Golden Mario went in last, but then I probably would have messed up the perfect chain. Well, at least I was able to get all of them in there, so I suppose that's fine, I guess. But considering the points that they wanted us to get in order for us to get the gold on this, yeah, once again I came out short from getting a gold star. Because I messed up on getting the Gold Mario in there last. Okay. But anyways, now as for 6-4. Now, oh yeah, that's right. Now for some levels on this floor, they actually bring back the magnetic platforms, and also the rotating magnetum sticks as well. Yeah, so yeah, now they actually bring this back for they actually bring the climbing on the walls and such. For this floor floor as well. So yeah, essentially now, if you already know how to maneuver through these magnetic platforms before, then you should already know how these are dealt with. Oh yeah, that's right. And as you saw, they once again bring back the donut and nut blocks, and they also bring back once again the cool cons and also the crash cons as well too. Anyways, now and I think with everything that I just talked about. When it comes to new stuff that you're gonna be seeing on this floor, yeah, it's essentially everything that you saw within only the first three levels of this floor. Yeah, the candles, mummy guys, crates, and the Polterguys are the only new gimmicks that they utilized for this floor. But anyways, now I guess as we are just gonna be finishing this off for this floor. Now I guess I should say as well, the music as for the music that plays here again. Now, and I'm pretty sure I did not bring this up for when I went for Peaches for when I went through Peach's castle, is that now about my overall thoughts when it comes to the Peach's castle music being utilized again from Super Mario 64. I would say once again it is just about as I would say it is just about as good as you could possibly get. Then as for the music, on this floor, just like in the previous Mario vs. Donkey Kong title, I would say that one is a relatively. I would say this one is also a relatively good one, Tim. Yeah. Actually, I really do like on this floor this floor's level music. Yeah, as well. So yeah. But anyways, now I'm thinking. I'm thinking once I am done with this level. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be ending things off with this video, considering that. Yeah, I'm thinking for the rest of the levels on this floor. Yeah, some of them may take a while for me to. Some of them may take me a while for me to go through. Yeah, you are probably gonna understand what I mean for when I actually get to those. Like I said, most likely for when I start off the next video and whatnot. But anyways, now for the way that I want to proceed from here is, now I do want to get that letter, obviously. It's just a matter of how. Yeah, considering that if I want to go over there, then I may have to send another Mini Mario back there so I can make sure I can have him actually hit the so I can essentially have him hit the red switch again. Anyways, and yeah, just want to make sure that I'm good. Okay, I'll wait for them to go back down. Now wait for those Polterguys to go back down. There we go. Okay. Now I think I'll have him start moving. And now, do that. Okay. Now to make sure I can have him jump over there. And there we go. Okay. There we go. But that is the Mini Mario. And that's the Mini Mario letter obtained. Okay. Next up I want to get that Bitcoin. Now I'll do this. Oh, whoops. Bad timing. Okay, do that again. And boom. There we go. Okay, now I think I'm good with that. Now, can I have the Mini Mario go down it without having him, like, go through too much trouble up there? Yeah, I'm thinking these two should be fine. Okay. Then as for this one, yeah, let me go back down so then I can hit the blue switch down here first. So that I can also get all those coins there. Okay. And now with those doors have been opened up, yeah, I can actually just have him just go right over there. Then all I have to do is make sure that I hit the yellow switch just at the right moment, like so. Okay, now we can essentially just get every single Mini Mario over there. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, this level itself really isn't all that complicated. It's just that you essentially have to make sure that you get the Polterguys where you have to press the switch to activate the blocks from the Poltergeist just at the right time. But as with that said, that should be all I'm gonna do for this part. And so for the next one, I'm thinking that I should be able to finish off this floor. Yeah. But as many as everyone, and so until then, I'll see you guys next time.